What's more important to you, price or cost? Hey guys, thanks for tuning back in. My name is Robert Mack, and today we're going to be talking about price versus cost. I think a lot of people get confused, especially in the real estate industry when we're talking about these really high prices, right? A lot of times buyers in our current market, and especially if you've been watching my videos in the past, they're having a hard time wrapping their heads around the prices that they're having to pay because the recent sales data doesn't support the values that they're offering or that are being offered on properties today, right? And that's a whole nother video. But the reason why I'm talking about price versus cost, there's actually two examples I want to share with you. The first one is a client that I helped maybe 2 or 3 months ago. And I did actually make a video about her situation, but for this video, I think this would be a great example. So we looked at a property and this home was listed for $1,475,000. Now, I ran the data, I did my research, and I felt as though based on the data, based on the numbers, based on like tangible evidence, an appraiser could justify a value for this home somewhere around 1.4 million. So it was already a little bit on the higher end of the range that we would call market value. The caveat here is that this was a single level property. Not many single level homes had sold, so there's value there. This property had a little bit of an oversized lot, and to make matters even better, this property was fully renovated inside and out to the roof within the last 12 months. So, we talk to our clients all the time. The bottom line is you're paying for premiums if you're buying a home in this market. But if you're really gonna stretch your budget and go all in, at least go all in on a house that's like cherry. And so this house, in my opinion and my client's opinion, was cherry. So she's like, Robert, I don't wanna miss out. She's like, what do I offer? It's already above what it's worth. And I was like, honestly, I feel like most people are gonna be around 1.5. And probably some of the savvier buyers will be around 1.525. So if you really want to wipe your competition out, I'd probably go 1.55. And she's like, okay, I really like this place, let's do it. And we did it, and there was 4 offers. All 4 were above asking price. The agent wouldn't give us any indication of where these other offers were. And they asked us for highest and best. So I go back to my client and she's like, I just don't know how I'm gonna pay more than 1.55 for a home that you think an appraiser might only value at 1.4. And I said, I totally get it. Rather than focusing on the price, because the price already doesn't make sense, let's focus on the cost. What is the cost of owning this property? So we went back to the lender, we did the numbers at 1.55, and the number was within her budget. And I said, okay, so let me ask you this. If you were gonna go up in budget, not price, how much more do you feel like you can reasonably afford? And she said, Robert, I probably have another $250 left in my budget. And so we went back to the lender, we talked to them, and the lender said, basically an extra $250 a month translate to around $50,000 in purchase price. So you can offer 1.6 million, which again was an outrageous number. But your monthly payment, the cost of owning this property, will be within the ballpark that you want. So we did it, and she won. And that was 2 months ago, and she's moved in, and she couldn't be more excited. And the fact of the matter is, a very similar model just sold for over 1.7. So the crazy thing is she was going all in and paying way more than what the home was worth, and now she has an additional $100,000 in equity after just 2 months being in on the market. So that's a great example of not focusing on the price, because we weren't able to put a deal together if we just focused on price. But when we focused on cost, it made a lot more sense. The second example I wanted to talk to you about today was about one of our clients, my team members working with her. She was maximum approval price of $590,000. And there was a home that she really liked, and it was listed for $620,000. And we thought, okay, well, what can we do to increase the price but keep the cost the same? And we went back to the lender and we reworked some numbers, and we were actually able to get her offer from $590,000 to $610,000, which was significantly closer to the asking price by asking for about $10,000 in credit, which was going to be used to buy down the interest rate so that her cost could stay the same. So that's another example of how if you just focused on price, that deal would have never been able to come together. But because we were able to manipulate the price by focusing on the cost to create the illusion to the seller that they were getting more money, we started to have something that we were actually able to work on. The deal isn't done yet. We're still working on it, but we're so much closer now than ever before. So you guys, that's the message today. Whether you're a buyer, whether you're a seller, whether you're an investor, a lot of times, focusing on the cost can make the entire scenario work out in your brain. And a lot of times for many of us, if it doesn't work out in our brain, we're just a no. So getting it to work out in our brain opens up more opportunities for us. And we're seeing a lot of our clients win now because they're not so dialed in on price. They're more focused on the cost, which at the end of the day, unless you're paying cash, that's the most important factor. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support and all the comments that I get. If you found value in this video and you know somebody that might find value, send this to them. If you saw this video on social media and you liked it, show me some social media love. Give me a like, leave a comment, share it. If you have anything real estate related that you ever want to talk about, whether you're thinking about buying or you're thinking about selling or investing, I'd love the opportunity to learn more about what you're trying to achieve and help you. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if you guys ever have any video ideas you want me to talk about in the future, send those my way as well. Till next time, happy selling.